want to discover the flame that hides within you? Do you want to take a journey to discover your authentic self? I am Maria Felachidou, systemic consultant and color psychodynamics practitioner. Together, we will explore ways to discover your inner flame. Happy New Year! Welcome to a new beginning. Not simply the beginning of a new year, but the beginning of a new inner movement. The year opening before us, 2026, is a red year, the color of life, the color of fire, of revolution, of the first act, of the first movement. This is not a year for postponement. It's not a year for silent adaptation and inward withdrawal. It is a year that asks very clearly, will you stay where you are, or will you begin something new? Will you begin a new journey, or will you remain stuck in the same familiar patterns? Today, we will speak about the energy of red, about the pioneering and revolutionary force of the soul, about how to set goals that lead you toward your authentic self, how to bring them into reality with the help of your inner flame, and what you need to be mindful of so that you do not get lost between aggression and passivity, which can be hidden within red. And we will walk this entire path through an ancient myth, the myth of Jason and the Argonautic Expedition. Red is not anger, it is not violence, it's not intensity without direction. Red is vital force. It's the blood flowing through us. It's the beating of our heart. It's the instinct that says, I am here and I want to live. Red is provocative. Red pushes us beyond our limits, beyond our comfort zone. For red, everything is possible. It's active, dynamic, always in motion. This year brings us back into contact with the body, with desire, with the right to exist exactly as we are, exactly as we were born to exist. And with that comes a challenge. The same energy that gives birth to life, action, and movement can, if not consciously channeled, turn into aggression or passivity. When red loses its heart, it becomes anger, control, haste, the need to impose power. It becomes action without connection, fire that burns instead of warming. And when red is suppressed, it turns into endless waiting, postponement after postponement. This is not the moment. This is not the right time. It hands its power over to something else, to someone else. Inside, it leaves pain, trauma, grief. It's a flame that does not go out, but smolders and hurts. Balance lives in conscious red. Action with presence, strength with awareness. Because this is a New Year episode, I wanted to include a few things about goals. We usually do this every New Year. We set new goals, often ambitious ones, and it's important to know this. Most goals fail not because you didn't try hard enough, but because they are not truly yours. An authentic goal is not born from fear from comparison or from the need for validation of the ego. An authentic goal is one that gives you energy when you think about it. When you imagine it, you feel like you're being alive. Even if it makes you feel a little uncomfortable, a little insecure, as in, how will I do this? This is a bit outside my familiar waters. It is the goal that brings you closer to yourself. Despite the insecurity or the discomfort you may feel, despite the stretching that is required to achieve it. And above all, it carries a positive bodily sensation, a bodily opening. I have described in previous episodes about bodily sensations and about the body's way of saying yes or no. So, if you wish, you can ask yourself very simply, if no one were watching, if no one were listening, if no one knew, what goal would I choose this year? Which goal makes me feel more alive? With which goal does a flame ignite inside me, a small spark, something that starts to burn and awaken within me? The inner flame can function as guidance. It helps us return to our center, to our essence. It's the voice inside you that says, this is the next small step. The realization of goals requires presence, rhythm, stability, and repetition. It requires connection with the body so that we can check whether we are still aligned with this goal or whether we have lost our way. And now, let's talk about the myth of Jason and the Argonautic Expedition, a myth clearly connected to the red color and its energy. Let me briefly remind you of the myth. Jason is the son of Aeson. His uncle, Peleus, has usurped the throne. Jason's father sends him away to save his life, as Peleus had already killed the other heirs. Jason is sent to Charon, the greatest teacher of heroes. He grows up under Charon's guidance, and at some point his role is revealed to him. His purpose, to reclaim the throne of the kingdom. So he decides to claim what rightfully belongs to him, what he was born to be. He returns, but Peleus manipulates him. He tells him, fine, I will give you the throne back, no problem, but first you have to prove your worth. Prove that you're worthy to be king. And he sends him to retrieve the golden fleece as proof of his value. Jason builds the Argo, his ship. He gathers the heroes of ancient Greece, Heracles, Theseus, Orpheus, Castor, and Polydeuces. 50 companions set out. They endure countless hardships to reach their destination, and of course the king does not simply hand over the fleece. He demands even more impossible tasks. Medea, the daughter of King Aeetes, a sorceress, helps Jason with her magic. Jason manages to retrieve the golden fleece, and Medea, Jason, and his partners flee away. Their return is difficult, and their story does not end happily ever after, but that's another story to tell. What matters to us is the Argonautic Expedition itself and its symbolism. Jason does not set out because he had nothing better to do. He sets out because he has a purpose. His purpose is to return, to take his rightful place, to step into the role he was born for, to reconnect with his essence. The Argonautic Expedition is nothing more than the soul's call to a journey without a map. The Golden Fleece is not simply a goal, it's a symbol of completion, and transformation happens in the journey. Every stop is a trial. Every trial is an initiation. For Jason, and for every Argonaut. Standing at the harbor, the Argo ready, his companions beside him, Jason does not know what lies ahead. He only knows this: if he does not leave, something inside him will wither. So he loosens the ropes, the sea opens, and life begins. The journey begins. The myth does not speak of conquest. It speaks of movement, of a soul that dared to move. This year, the year of red, does not ask for permission. It asks for presence. It asks you to stand in your body and say, I am here. I am. This is red's affirmation. I am. Jason is born into a system where power is misplaced, order is disturbed, and so it is with us. Every person carries a family story, expectations, silences, unfinished paths, pain, trauma, anger. Jason carries the desire of the soul, not only for himself, but for the system he belongs to as well. He is a descendant who hears a call older than himself. He represents the part of us that cannot remain still any longer. The authentic path begins not from external force, but from alignment with inner power. And this is how the pioneer is born within us. This is how the rebel is born within us. The Argo is not just a ship. It is a living vessel, like the body. The body carries family loyalties, memories, cellular wisdom, and devotion begins in the body. Red is not an idea, it's embodiment. The soul needs a vessel, and that vessel is the body. No Argonautic expedition could happen without the Argo. No one begins alone. The Argonauts symbolize the inner forces already within you, the inherited qualities and the unrealized potential waiting to emerge. When you say, I will do this differently, you're not betraying your system, your family, you're evolving it. Healthy red stays rooted. The pioneer does not isolate. They may be first, but they are not alone. The trials appear as monsters, dragons, impossible tasks, all internal obstacles. Unprocessed anger, fear of letting go, old wounds, limiting beliefs, family systemic entanglements. The initiation is not about winning, it's about keeping the flame alive without burning yourself. Medea represents instinct, passion, intuition, our inner shadow. When Jason rejects this inner magic, the consequences are devastating. Intuition guides, does not replace responsibility. The golden fleece is remembrance, inner gold, the value of the soul. It does not make you superior, it makes you whole. And that is the greatest gift you can offer a system, you can offer a family. This year does not ask you to fight, it asks you to stand, feet on the ground, fire in the body, respect for the past, courage for what lies ahead. Heart open. The Argonautic Expedition begins each time you choose to live your truth. And every time you make a new step, I suggest you do it with honor and respect, and taking the responsibility of this step, incorporating it into your own life. The pioneer is not the one who conquers, it's the one who dares to live his own truth without losing his soul along the way, without losing himself in the journey. If you wish, I invite you to open a new page in your Inner Flame journal. Close your eyes for a moment and ask yourself. First question. What is your fleece this year? Not what you should achieve, not what others expect you to achieve. What is calling you this year? What is the purpose that is calling you forward? Second question. What is your Argo? What is the vessel that will help you reach this purpose? What supports you in taking the very first step? Third question. Who are your companions? In other words, who are the people around you, the qualities, the inner strengths that will support you on this journey? Fourth question. What trials do you foresee? What do you expect may arise? What will test you on this journey in this new year? And how can you remain connected to your center, to your balance, to your essence, to your flame, however you wish to name it, so that you do not fall into patterns of aggression or passivity, in other words, into victimhood? Fifth and final question. What is the first small step you can take? Not the perfect one, the true one. I invite you to write all of this down in your notebook, in your Inner Flame journal, and to return to it from time to time throughout the year so you can see how you're moving. This new year does not ask for perfection. It asks for movement. It does not ask you to know the end. It asks you to honor the beginning. Connect with your flame, begin the journey, and become the pioneer of your own life. I wish all of us a good, happy, and blessed new year. You've been listening to the Inner Flame podcast with systemic consultant and color psychodynamics practitioner Maria Felachidou. Search for this podcast on Spotify and follow Inner Flame on Instagram and Facebook.